Okay, YouTube. So I guess this video would be like a full breakdown of what I ate in a cut. Currently not in a cut, so keep it simplistic and basic. I'm gonna eat the same things I did, but have more volume to them. Always start the day with actually some coffee. Allowed me to save 2, 3, 4 hours of eating because of the caffeine in there. It just suppresses your appetite. And I always go with, I'm not sure if you can see this, but literally you want to grab the lowest amount of calories per serving. I'm testing out cinnamon roll. It's probably going to be stinky, but we shall see how it is. I actually didn't prepare for this. The mic is going to die. So prepping the coffee, you're going to let the mic charge the camera as well too. And then I'm gonna start with meal number 1. I'm a fan of not drinking calories whatsoever because liquids do not last at all. Today's an off day from work, also from the gym. My neck is killing me, so can't work out, but I'm gonna sip on this coffee, let the mic charge, and then start meal number 1. That's not good. Yeah, we messed up buying that flavor. That is not good whatsoever. I'm gonna finish this, wait a little bit, let the mic charge, and then we'll kick off with some French toast. No longer cutting, which means there's room for more calories. I haven't had a donut in a minute, so she's getting coffee. I'm grabbing donuts. Time to grub. Oh, thank you. Oh. There he goes. How long has it been since I had a donut? Like, I really can't remember the last time I even had a donut. Oh man, it's been so long. This is bad in quick trip. No. When you're licking the plate clean, you've been dieting for too long. Boston cream down the hatch. I'm gonna wait a little bit actually before I make this French toast because that's a big meal. So I'm gonna relax a little bit, keep watching AJ Moore. We're gonna wait, eat another meal, be back like in 15, 20 minutes. This is the meal we've all been waiting for, the Anabolic French Toast by Greg Doucette. I finished my cut, so now I'm still eating in a surplus, but I'm still trying to keep the foods almost identical. So I'm gonna prepare everything. I'm gonna break it down everything, basically how I like to eat it and how much of it, things like that. So straight to it. This one right here, this is like my go-to because it's cheaper, but this one right here, the cinnamon keto, it's by far the greatest thing if you're really serious about losing weight or just cutting in general. This is a lot more pricier. At my Kroger, I think it was $7 each, and it doesn't come as much as this. This is like maybe $3. So if you want to shop smarter and just do it on a budget, for sure way to go. That cinnamon is a thicker slice for the same amount of calories, so it's really hard to beat regarding that one. This is much cheaper. This kind of egg white. Publix has this kind. It's like egg beater where it's yellow. I don't know if it makes it taste different. I believe it does. I prefer this over this, but when you want to shop smarter, this is the way to go. 8 ounces of egg whites here. Crack a whole egg. If you want to track this, I'm not a fan of actually tracking the almond milk. This is so low in calories, there's no point in even tracking it to this extent. But just for the sake of it, we have 18 ml, which might be like 4 calories, not even. I also like to measure all of my toast individual instead of just going by the recommended slice because they do vary. And when you're eating 1,600 calories, you want to be as precise as possible because food does get pretty damn low and you want to get every bite that you can basically. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the fun stuff. Cinnamon goes in. I just do 1 big scoop of artificial sweetener. So while you're whisking, this should be heating up. I don't prefer to put the spray on just yet. If you put the spray on, there's a chance you burn it if you tend to take too long. So just let it heat up. Nothing's gonna happen to it. I don't know about you, but a lot of people, especially my clients, in-person clients, they struggle a lot with preparation, the cleaning aspect of making their foods. I tell them all the time, you wanna make sure you're eating a diet that's simple but not boring. It should be enticing where you're looking forward to the meals, but don't make it too damn complicated. If it's so complicated and you're involving 40 different recipes and you're trying to track every single thing like that, chances are when your days are long, when things are stressful at work, you're not gonna go back home and prepare that 40 different type of dish meal, right? Don't let the toast soak for too long. If it soaks for too long, it's gonna absorb so much more liquid. You're not gonna have a lot of liquid left over on the last piece of the toast, basically. It's gonna set it down on each side. Set it down, press it down, flip, press it down, then on to the next one. If you have less pieces of toast, I would let it soak for a little bit longer. If not, just flip it, set it down with the remainder of the liquid. I should have some, hopefully, if I didn't mess up. You would just pour it on top of the toast, let it soak it up, get it very thick. So you can tell this is getting pretty low, the liquids. I don't want to spill this over. It's not much left. If you don't want to pour or just have like a boring piece of toast, what I'm probably gonna do, since I'm not even hungry at all, since I had that donut not too long ago, I'm probably just gonna pour the remainder of this liquid on the remaining pieces of toast is here. Go back to my scale, put that piece of toast I'm not gonna eat on the scale, subtract the amount of weight from the total amount of toast I had, and save some calories like that basically. Because I don't wanna eat 8 pieces of toast. This would just come out very boring. That last piece of toast, not much like cinnamon at all. Forgot to mention that since this is sitting on here, I like to time this 7 minutes on each side at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So Just gonna sit here. I have 6 minutes to clean up this entire mess I guess I made. And then we're gonna flip it, rinse, repeat, wait 7 minutes, and then we're gonna enjoy the meal. It is 7 minutes, so what I like to do is just spray this all over across the skillet and the toast. Reapply some of this so it doesn't stick. We're gonna flip them one by one individually. Oh no, I actually had the skillet a little bit higher than 300. That's not fun. Hotter than what I would normally do it, so you can see it's got some color to it. So we're gonna wait a little bit longer. I'm gonna sit here and just keep watching AJ Morris for the next couple minutes, and then like the finishing touch of the entire meal, we're gonna enjoy it, move on to the next meal. I would always encourage going for a low calorie option syrup because most syrup nowadays goes to like 70 or 90, I believe, which is absolutely bonkers. We have 543 calories, 46 grams of protein, 7 grams of fat, 95 grams of carbs. I'm gonna slam this down and then do a little bit of work. Maybe play some games, I don't know, get some steps in, and then hit off for the next meal basically. Next meal we have here is 96.4 cooked ground beef, 5 ounces, and half a cup of rice. I already made this beforehand as I like to prep in advance. It just makes it easier for me just to heat it up. It is much better when it's cooked fresh, but again, I'm not complaining at all. It's already made, I'm gonna heat it up. It's gonna take just as good for me. It's also 2:14, and during the time frame that I was doing some work, I was on the walking pad. Now we're currently sitting at 12,588 steps. It's kind of bad because it's almost 2 o'clock, and I'm only at 800 calories after this meal. And you got to be careful adding too much because the Yum Yum sauce is very high in fat if you do go overkill on it. Always have a diet soda for all my meals. Recently I haven't because appetite's kind of been catching up to normal, but definitely when cutting, this is the go-to. So I'm gonna chill, enjoy this meal. After this, maybe play some games, maybe make some content as well, and just wait until my next meal. That meal is completely done. Wasn't a lot of food realistically, was missing some vegetables. I usually put broccoli, but I didn't have any, so nothing I can do with that. I'm still gonna drink my diet soda. It's currently 2:41. I most likely should be eating around 5 o'clock because my calories are still kind of low. I mistakenly said 800 prior to this, but I think I'm currently like at 11 to 1300 calories. It's not bad, but again, it's not ideal given that I might have 2 or 3 meals left in the day. Drink this soda, do some work, make some content, then report back while this camera charges. This thing just keeps dying on me. There we go. Currently 4:32. Did a bunch of walking, a lot of work for Instagram. Before I can even eat this next meal that I usually buy from Costco and Sam's Club, I gotta make sure my lettuce is in place because that lettuce has been going bad quick. So usually what I do, I buy these chicken chunks over here. I get these bad boys from Costco and Sam's. Actually pretty cheap. You just gotta toss them in the air fryer. From Sam's Club, really cheap. This is like almost $3, I believe. I would just chop up the chicken, put them in there, but the lettuce has gone bad. I left it open and it's been a couple days since I had it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna toss in the chicken chunks. I'm gonna kind of improvise. I might just eat a prison meal and you're gonna see it in a second. I'm gonna have these chicken chunks cooking in the back. One of the best things about these chunks is that they're pretty affordable, pretty cheap. They're very high in protein, pretty low in fat as well too, so there's a good combo around the two. And they're so versatile. You can make them with the salad, you can make them as a chicken sandwich, you can eat them with whatever you want, basically potatoes. These are considered a staple. If you can have a variety of meals regarding one ingredient, chicken breast, ground turkey, eggs, protein powder, things like that, that's how you really set yourself up in the long term to have a long sustainability with the diet you're following. Basically, I'm gonna be setting up a prison meal. It was very last resort. I mentioned earlier that my lettuce went bad, so I have to pull out some of the old keto bread that I had, put it together. This is what we're gonna come up with. Currently 5 p.m. and I have oats left to eat and then whatever snack I wanna eat. So I'm gonna chow this down quick, continue to do work, get some content out, and then we'll be back for the oats. Alrighty, final take, third time's the charm. 120 grams of Captain Crunch, 300 grams of Fairlife, puts me close to 160 grams of protein. I believe with this meal, I'm shooting under 2,500, 2,400 grams of total calories. It was a lot of calories for the day. This meal should have been placed there, but since, like I mentioned, I'm not in the deficit anymore, I'm able to have the flexibility of eating more food. I should have eaten the Ninja Creamer I have. I would have been under 2,000 for the day, basically. I did walk a total of 21,000 steps, so definitely burned a ton of calories today. Realistically, I don't know if I'm in a deficit with the 21,000 steps and 2,400 calories, but I guess that's the whole plan of how I've been eating ever since I came out of the deficit, sitting on a maintenance/surplus at the moment. Trying to get my appetite back to normal to set up for a long gaining phase. We don't know when next YouTube video will be out. I'm thinking at least once a week for now. Why not? It's not too much work to really do. Editing can be pretty smooth, but I would love to do more gym vlogs. If you haven't noticed, I did swap the lens from the beginning of the video to this video, so you might notice a difference in the zoom or some of the autofocus in the video. Let me know which one actually seemed like a better choice. I prefer this lens. It just looks higher quality on my end. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed it and see you guys in the next one.